Welcome to a very hot and humid beer review of me, Jake. Sorry about the sweat, sorry for the different location if there's a bit of background noise, but this is like the coolest place in the house. I've got the fridge next to me, I've got the breeze blowing in there, so if there's a little bit of noise, just get over it. I'm slightly cooler than I was in the other room. I've got two beers for you from Top Rope. It is their Cold Stone Cream Austin Ice Cream Pale Ales. This is the original version. This is the Raspberry Ripple version. So let's do the original first, shall we? So it's 4.6%. Ingredients are malted barley, oats, wheat, hops, yeast, vanilla, and water. They like their wrestling, the guys at Top Rope. So they got sort of lots of wrestling themed beers. These were kindly given to me by Adam, aka Mersey Beers. Oh, and this is a very generous pour. Crowning, because it is so bloody hot. For what could be better than ice cream pale ale? Yeah, so there's no lactose in this. They're just trying to achieve that ice creamness with the vanilla and the oats. Straw coloured beer. A little bit of foam on top, but I didn't pour it very vigorously. Let's go for a little sniff. Oh wow, vanilla jumped out straight away. It's got a bit of a sort of a lemon posset vibe to it. So I suppose that's the sort of citrusy hops. It's actually quite perfumey, quite floral. It really reminds me of something, and I actually think it's like a cream soda float. So in that respect, of the ice creamness, they've nailed it. But that smells great. Cheers. Let's go for a taste. Ooh, delightful.
What?
I mean, I have to say I'm not a big fan of sort of milkshake IPAs, ice cream beers in general. But when I saw that these ones didn't have lactose in, I was more than ready to give them a go. It's only 4.6%, not a massive beer. But in terms of mouthfeel, it feels great. It's sort of got a nice chewy mouthfeel. Again, the vanilla's subtle. Yeah, it's reminding me a little bit of cream soda. That sort of sweetness that you do get up front then gives way to some nice citrusy, grassy hops. Slight bit of finish, but nothing crazy. Yeah, down quaffable. And in this heat, I mean, I'm sweating. Can you see the sweat glistening on my brow? I'm sweating just standing here talking. So that's hitting the spot. So I'd definitely give that one another go again. So that was Top Rope's Cold Stone Cream Austin Ice Cream Pale Ale. But let's kick it up a notch, hey? With I keep saying Cold Stone Cream Austin Raspberry Ripple Pale Ale. It's an absolute tongue twister for me. I mean, should we talk about Stone Cold for a second?
Hey! Austin's done the Donald! What?
One of my favourite wrestlers from back in the day. That the sort of period of wrestling that I was into. Stone Cold and The Rock and Mankind and The Undertaker. That was my era. Which they're probably still going, some of those guys. We've got a nice pinkish hue to this one. So yeah, it's just hops, yeast, vanilla, raspberries and water. So it's again, and oats, sorry. And so there's no lactose in this one either. Slightly more foamy bubbles on the top there. Let's go for a sniff. Cheers. Oh wow, a very specific flavour jumped into my head. And do you remember, back in the sort of probably early noughties, I don't know if these were massively popular, but they were like boiled type sweets called, I think they're called Campinos, and it was like raspberry and vanilla swirled sweets, and it instantly brought me back to then. Oh, don't know if you got to hear that as a helicopter. But we'll battle through. And whereas you did get the sort of hop character on the first one, you're not necessarily picking up so much. You are just mainly getting that raspberry and vanilla, which isn't bad. It smells great. Let's go for a taste. Cheers. Oh wow, goodness me. Wow, the raspberry ups the refreshment factor for this. Makes it seem a bit liver, a bit zippier. Again, you get a vanilla creaminess to it. Slightly more bitter on the back end. I don't know if that's the raspberries coming into play a little bit more. And I don't know, because of that vanilla and raspberry, that you're losing some of the actual hop character, which I actually quite appreciated with the first one. Let me go back for another sip there. Yeah, for me, they're both great beers. Both ridiculously refreshing, ridiculously drinkable. I like the fact that there isn't lactose in them. I think the original actually clinches it for me above the raspberry one. The raspberry one's nice, but and it's for an obvious reason really, that it's a bit more beery. You get that sort of initial vanilla creamy sweetness on the front end, but that dies and you actually do pick up those lovely grassy citrusy hops. And with the raspberry in this one sort of masks that a little bit, but this is still ridiculously drinkable and ridiculously refreshing. Yep, so I'd definitely give them both a go again, but I'd definitely buy that one again. I'd like to try the other variations of these. I think like just after Adam sent me to them, they brought out like a key lime pie one, which sounds quite interesting. that was everything from Top Rope Brewing's Cold Stone Cream Austin Ice Cream Pale Ales and a raspberry one. And a big thanks to Adam for sending me the beers to have a look at. Remember to leave a comment, like, subscribe. Tell me if you've ever had anything from Top Rope. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. What?